Hello. Eh. Oh, I'm running over. A cord. That's what I'm running over. Okay. Eh. Okay. Okay. Eh. Eh. Nah. Hello. Okay. I know I started stream an hour later. I was not playing Pokemon. Funnily enough, I actually wasn't. I was just watching shorts on YouTube and relaxing. Next to a scented candle. Hello, Rui. Hello, Slime. Okay. Let's see here. Tap, 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 do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. How's the sound? Is the sound good? Is the sound too much? I can lower it a little bit. I should probably lower it this way. And it's always pretty low. How y'all doing? I'm tired. I've had a rough day today. Mostly because of work. Day jobs. Who do you think you're talking to? I am quite Lily, a man-made I was gonna say man-made contamination beyond human comprehension. And I stopped and went, wait, I'm saying that right? And I give up. That's what it's gonna be. I am a man-made contamination beyond human comprehension. I was grinding off in FF14. I ain't gonna lie, I have not played FF14 in forever. Also, as you can tell, there's a well, I was gonna say I played this a little bit, like I started playing it back in 2016 when it first came out because I was watching one of the Hololive members play it, and I was like, I'm gonna play this. Or maybe that was like 2018. But apparently I didn't, and maybe I'm just crazy. What? Huh? Also, I'd like to know. Okay, I was about to have a panic attack there. I looked up there. I saw random text that I don't remember. But when I first started this, it was in, I believe, Korean for some reason. Oh my gosh, you can get this in Ruski. Bligarski. For a compilation. Oh, is this a compilation of FF14? Oh, I said FF14. I meant to say FF7. The new game with the current, no. But I don't want the current abnormality levels. Wait, I don't want... Okay. Well, yeah, I get that, but... Is that actually Portuguese? Oh, let's find out. Espanol Latin America, Portuguese de Brazil, Portuguese, Francês, Ruski. I believe this is mainland Chinese and Mandarin Chinese. I believe this is Japanese, Nihongo. Korean. What? Okay, I was about to freak out because it was in Korean there for a second. I wanna how it looks. Come on. Ruski. Actual motherland Portuguese. Isn't it usually not in mainland Portuguese? It's usually in like Brazilian Portuguese. Let's see if I can read any of this. Dale, Opsi, uh, Obuchenye. I know how to read it. I know how to read it. I have not used it in a very long time. I know, okay, here's the thing. I know, like, grammar. I know, like, rules of how the language works. I just don't have the vocabulary. That's my only problem. Like, I know this is first day, both because I know what the word first and day is. Dien, that's day. That's, the D-E-N, Mikatsuki, which is a silent syllable that makes the prior thing softer. So if it's a soft consonant, it becomes softer. So you're supposed to say it much quicker or much softer. Or if it's like a hard consonant, sometimes it will become its soft counterpart. So when it's like a certain letter, it might actually be pronounced like the opposite letter. Because all consonants have an opposite, a hard and a soft. And like, it's like, it has there's ich, which is like E with like a hard consonant, because there's like a hard version of this soft one that does the opposite, but it's never used. There's like very few words that it's used with, and they're mostly like Soviet era words. Yeah, this is Pievri Dien. So that's a P and a yeah, a va, an ui, and an ich. Yeah, duh. It's like in English. There's hard and soft consonants. It's just there's an actual letter that's designated as soft sign or hard sign. That's an ikratki, I think, if I remember right. Yeah, there's just words that like were like derived from like old. Well, they're not just sorry. I got that wrong. Not Soviet era, pre-Soviet era. They're from before the Soviet Union arose, if I remember right. It's been forever. And when I mean forever, this is something that my high school had. My high school had Russian and Russian language that you could learn. Yeah, it's just not something you think most. Oh, I believe most. Oh, hey, Yota, Kodiak, Kodiaks, Opsi, Piachim. No, that's a ha. That's a ja. Piajim, Ispitiania. Dalie. The only problem is that a lot of these I don't. Also, why is this Eye? Because that's. Now, okay. So this here, Iya, it's EE or Iye. Oh my gosh, what was it? I'm trying to remember. There's 3 different forms of words of all these words of adjectives. Like this is the adjective first, and it's describing day, and since day is considered masculine because it ends with a consonant, it's used which is masculine ending. Iye and ye are both neutral endings, which means either there is no way of knowing what the word it's trying to describe is. Well, let me see what the actual English word for that is, since I don't actually know what word that's supposed to be. Is that supposed to be continue? Yeah, I think it's using yet because it's describing something it does not know to continue. Okay, I'm talking way too much about language. Okay. How's the tutorial? Okay, this is just tutorial on how to do the game. I have not played this in forever. I'm curious now. If I click story, I really only have day 1? Oh, I do only have day 1. Huh. I swear I had played through like 17,000 days of this game. Oh my gosh, I would've laughed if it broke. Oh, that was challenge mode. Let me go back and take a look at that. Yeah. Gejim. Okay, yeah, this is... Okay. I believe this word here would be challenging. Like, I believe this would be challenging. And then this would be mode, I believe. Let me check real quick. Oh gosh. Try and use my phone to look up Russian. English to Russian. Mode. Yeah, that's mode. Okay. Yeah, so this is the verb, I believe, challenging. Oh, no. It's a describer challenging. It's describing the mode, so it's ending in EI. I don't know why it's ending in E. Oh, well. Huh. Why is it ending in EI? Huh. Yeah, it has to be challenging. Yeah, it is challenging. So why is it ending in EI if it's describing Piagim? Because Piagim... Oh my gosh, is this one of the rare examples of a verb, of a word? Maybe. Maybe. I don't remember. But this is, I don't get it. Why is Piagim feminine? Because this word is challenging. It is describing the mode. Why is it feminine when it ends in a consonant? If it ends in a consonant, it's masculine. Usually. So I don't quite understand why mode is... Huh. Yeah, why is it that? Hmm. Huh. This is really funny because even in the like Google Translate actually works if you do like 1 or 2 words. It does actually work to actually give you a pretty accurate like translation. It really does. As long as you don't do full sentences. Doing full sentences never work. But like 1 or 2 words or like phrases, like challenge mode, which should work, but it's like it's giving me a weird janky. Try deep L. Come on, deep L. Not Spanish. English. Huh. But why is it EI? Because that is actually something that can come out. But why? Especially when the other versions do come out with E. Like, you can use E. Is there like is there an well, it's at the end, so maybe there's an implied something. Like, the mode has a gender itself, not just the word. So, there's something implied there. Huh. Oh, that was to close the game. Okay, that was unintentional. Ah. La Igrakov. I'm making an attempt. I'm trying to remember my Russian. Yazik Mojet, Brit, Izmienium, uh, Tolkoi, Tolkio, Tolko, Vlavlom, Menu. Why is it menu? Menu. Because this is pretty much saying, choose your language. This is your language. Do it. Um, video, audio, raz, razreszenie, zgrana, rozpolożenie, kacieństwo, tekstur, tekstur, ah. Okay, I'm done with my Russian. Okay. I guess I should probably do the tutorial so I can remember how to play this video game. Since I have not seen this thing be played in forever, I do not, for the life of me, remember anything. Except for there's a cute lady. Hello, manager. Hello, manager. Welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. Starting today, you are responsible for managing the abnormalities we have and ensuring that we meet the daily energy quota. You can move the camera with the WASD key on your keyboard. You can also press and hold the secondary mouse button RMB and drag the mouse. You can zoom the screen in and out with the F and G keys on your keyboard. The scroll wheel on the mouse can also be used. FG. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at that dumb face. Look at that goofballs. Oh no! Oh no! What are you wearing, you goober? Thank you. Let's try a simple maneuver. When you hover your mouse over an agent, some information about them will be shown in the top right corner. Please try selecting an agent by pressing the primary mouse button, LMB. Beep. Well done. The information displayed in the panel on the right is related to the selected agent. Some of this information is vital, such as their statistics and EGO equipment. Please view the section in the manager's manual titled The Agents for more details about what this information means. The bar at the top left of the screen displays the amount of energy you need to collect to end the day. Darn it, I'm trying to be lower, like robot lower. Darn it. I was trying to be all like, what's the word? Sensual? I think it's the word. Like it's supposed to be lower, but like I'm next to the mic. Like I was like right next to the mic. Also, is that wait what about what she's wearing? Because I saw what she was wearing and immediately had question marks. I will try to be a little louder, but it's very difficult to be loud with that voice. It's actually very difficult. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. The bar at the top left of the screen displays the amount of energy you need to collect to end the day. The top right corner lists what missions you are able to attempt today. Our company produces energy when a product called positive Incolfulin PE, a green box, is released by an abnormality. An abnormality generates PE boxes while it is being worked on. Please click on the containment unit holding an abnormality with the primary mouse button. LMB. Okay. What is that thing? Oh. Since you have yet to unlock any information about this abnormality, you have no way of knowing how it will respond to the 4 different work types. In order to learn this information, an agent will need to perform a work with it. For now, please select the first work type available. Instinct work. Yes, it is friend-shaped. Up. I guess you're going to the meat grinder. Instinct work satiates an abnormality's physiological needs and desires. When an agent conducts instinct work, their fortitude will increase at the end of the day, raising their health points. HP. Now, please click on the agent. Okay, wait. When agent conducts instinct work, the fortitude will increase at the end of the day, raising their health points. Okay. Oh, God. That scared me. Each work, you can request your agents to... Oh, come on! If your employee is not mentally ready, abnormalities may appear more frightening or disturbing to them. As such, they may receive fear damage when encountering abnormalities, which will lower their sanity points, SP. Employees of a lower grade will take more fear damage from encounters with abnormalities of higher risk levels. Alright, this is abnormality 0000. I ain't gonna lie, this is a bop. What? No need to get careless now. Oh. Abnormalities release incolfulin when agents work with them. And we collect this into what we call E-boxes, depending on how the agent performs during the work process. The abnormality will either respond positively or negatively. When it reacts positively, it will release positive incolfulin, which produces a green PE box. Which means you have nowhere to. Which means you have no worries. Really? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fortitude, prudence, temperance, and justice. Standard uniform. Standard riot stick. And you are not looking good. Okay. However, if the abnormality reacts negatively, it will release negative engulfin instead and damage the agent. Please keep in mind that an agent's HP or SP drops completely, the work process will be forcibly terminated. An abnormality's mood might change depending on the outcome of the work done with it. This outcome can be predicted based on the amount of PE boxes we obtained during the work process. An abnormality typically has 3 states of response: good, neutral, and bad. Depending on the outcome, it may use a special ability or attempt to escape. When the work process is completed, the PE boxes are collected. In addition to PE boxes that count towards the daily energy quota, each abnormality also produces a set of PE boxes unique to them. These PE boxes are stored and shown in the abnormality's unique PE box counter. These can be used to unlock more of an abnormality's information or to extract EGO equipment. After work has been completed with an abnormality, you cannot send another agent to work with it for a short period of time. Until you can work with it again, you can send your agents to work with other abnormalities or let them heal up in the main room. Whenever the department regenerator gauge fails completely, employees in the main room will be healed. This will restore both their health, HP, and sanity, SP. Hey, you a goober. Also, there's no sound. Up, there it is. Ah. Alrighty. Let's try ordering an agent to work with a new method. First, click on an agent with the primary mouse button. Now use the secondary mouse button to click on a containment unit. We still don't know much about this abnormality, so please order the agent to perform inside work with it. Inside work is the work to improve living conditions, ensuring containment units are in optimal condition. When an agent performs inside work, their prudence will increase at the end of the day, raising their sanity points. Alrighty. Gosh, this feels so weird trying to talk like that. Beep. How do you feel about that one? You seem to have collected a sufficient number of this abnormality's PE boxes. It's time to learn about observation. Please press the nameplate displayed at the top of the containment unit. At the moment, it displays the subject's number instead of the name. After unlocking the abnormality's basic information, the name will be displayed instead. Oh my gosh. I need to be silent. That is oh so painful. Ah. Okie dokie. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Alrighty. This displays the current information we have on the abnormalities. As you can see, we still have very little knowledge about it, as most of it is locked away. You will need to spend some of the unique PE boxes we collected from the abnormality to gain specific information. Please try to unlock the basic information about the abnormality now. Oh my gosh. Is that voice like painful in any way? Cause it feels so wrong to try and talk like that. My voice feels naturally scratchy, and what I'm pretty much trying to do is force myself not to be scratchy, and it is not fun to do in the very least. Well, it's not that it's hurting my throat, it just feels wacky. Like it feels wrong, you know? Like it feels wrong. Cause like I have a very, it feel like when I talk, my voice, it feels scratchy. Like it feels like, how you say it? It feels like when I speak, the wind is physically scraping against my throat. You know what I mean? Well. Goo. Like it's like scraping against the goo, you know? You know what? That'd probably be it. Yeah, I really hate it. I really hate I really hate how scratchy my voice feels. But there's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta live with it. Alright, back to being a robot. Tip. Details and tips concerning the management of the abnormalities are displayed here. If there is something the abnormalities dislikes, it can result in a decrease of its powerful counter and cause problems with the rest of our energy production. Please be sure to unlock and read the abnormality encyclopedias thoroughly. Now try to unlock this information. Boop. How the abnormality reacts to the different work types is displayed here. The greater the preference for a certain work type, the more successful the work process will be. The number on the left indicates the virtual level an agent needs to perform that level of work. Please unlock this information now. Beep 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 boop. Beep 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 boop. Continuing on, this area shows the maximum Krylov counter of an abnormality. It will also inform you on whether an abnormality is capable of escaping, as well as its damage resistance when it does. Knowing what an abnormality is weak to will be crucial in handling any escape situations. Huh. You have now maximized the observation level of this abnormality. When you fully unlock a section of the encyclopedia, the observation level of the abnormality will increase. This will provide additional benefits when working with the abnormality, such as an increased work speed or success rate. Standard training EGO. Once the observation level reaches a certain point, the extraction and production of EGO equipment from the abnormality will become available at the cost of its unique PE boxes. EGO weapons are powerful tools that can help with the suppression of abnormalities. Please extract one now. EGO suits offer increased resistance to certain types of damage. Inversely, some forms of damage may cause greater wounds depending on what EGO suit is in use. Please extract one now. Well done. Here you can view what EGO gift the abnormality may present to an agent. If this information is unlocked, each time an agent finishes the work process with the abnormality, they will have the possibility of receiving the EGO gift displayed here. Please note that the chances of this occurring tend to be rather slim. Lastly, let us take a look at the abnormalities observation record. Please click on the text. An abnormality in the shape of a training dummy used to train the up-and-coming managers. Rumor has it this abnormality was chosen to be used for training as it is the most docile and tame of any that we have extracted. It's called a training dummy rabbit. But it doesn't seem to enjoy carrots. It likes people. If it escapes, it's merely following the employees as they leave its containment unit. Oh my gosh, the training dummies are rabbits. That's adorable. In this section of the encyclopedia, you can read through the observation records of the abnormalities. Now, new lines will be added as your observation level increases. Now then, it seems we've reviewed everything. Please exit the window by clicking on close. Okay, I'm not gonna bother reading this one because it's stupid stuff. Additional parts of basic information are displayed in this window as well. It can be useful to a new manager. Why don't you try ordering an agent to perform attachment? Okay, there's one last. Okay. There is one last thing I should warn you about. Each time an agent enters the containment unit to work with an abnormality, the Quillif meltdown gauge will fill by 1 tick. When the gauge fills completely, a Quillif meltdown will occur throughout the facility. The number on the right part of the gauge indicates the number of containment units that will be affected. Affected containment units will receive a meltdown alarm and will have an alert around them. When a Quillif meltdown occurs, the containment unit will have a timer displayed alongside the alarm on top. Okay, the meltdown can be resolved by performing works with the abnormalities whose containment units are affected. If the meltdown is not dismissed within the time limit, a portion of energy that we have collected will be lost, and the Quillif counter on the containment unit will immediately drop to 0. Please try to prevent this from happening. Okay, I thought it was going to be like on a timer, but it's not. Seriously? You can find more detailed information about this in the work count penalty section of the manager's manual. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. I believe we have covered almost everything you need to know how to begin managing abnormalities. If you have any desire to read more about it, which I would highly recommend, please look it up in the manual. The manual can be consulted at any time during management by pressing the F1 key. Boop, 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 boop. It's not working. Now then, shall we finish the workday? All you need to do is press the button at the top. Beep. Okie dokie, you have to claim the bop boop bop ba-doop boop ba-doop boop. Oh wow, that's a big max HP increase. Okay, okie dokie. You also receive lobby. You will also receive LOB as a reward for your hard work in accordance with your management ranking. You can ensure a high ranking by keeping more of your agents alive at the end of the day. The higher your ranking, the more lob you will receive. However, if there is any abnormalities loose when you choose to complete the workday, you will lose some of the lob you would have otherwise earned. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Well, you'll be able to conduct research in the department it came from at the start of the next day. Okie dokie. Proceed to the next day. Yes. Yes. This is tutorial time in this house. 48 minutes to do tutorials and talk about Russian. We're gonna do it more. Oh gosh. I need a drink. Okie dokie. When the mission is successfully completed, you will be able to conduct a research project. The proposals for a department's various research projects are displayed at the start of each day during deployment. To select a research project, click and drag it to the open slot at the lower right. Then click Proceed to confirm the choice. Okay, confirm. I don't know what that was, but I confirm it. Okay, that was a yawn. Okay. Do you recall how you were rewarded lob for your skill during management? You can see the total amount of lob you have garnered here. For this part of my instructions, I'll show you how to spend some of your lob to hire new agents and how to deploy them. Click a button. Click a button. Click a button. Click a button. This is pretty much like any old school Dragon Quest game where you like spit, or like any type of RPG with like a character based unlock system where you like unlock jobs like Disgaea. You just use like points to upgrade their stuff. Real simple, real easy, real dumb. Okie dokie, how about we take a look at this agent? Alrighty, let's look at them. I can strengthen. Fortify the Select Agent Lob is needed to do so. Ah, so I can forcibly boost it. And I can just yeet them here. Alrighty. Well now. Now to give them some equipment. If you recall, we extracted some EGO equipment from the abnormality. Now then, let us yeet it onto the person. Let us give them this yeetable equipment. Continue on. Let us take a look at the other yeetable equipment. How do I get to the other There we go. Wait, what the? I don't get it. Wait. Oh, that's what that means. That means I have obtained 3 of them. Okay, that makes sense. Beepity boop bop. Excellent work. We should head back to the deployment screen. Please exit the list. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I feel better. It appears there is a mission awaiting you for today. It is not necessary to clear every mission you have immediately, but it is recommended to handle them soon so that you will be able to conduct research the following day. Correct. The manual, and then begin. Okay, what is the last tutorial? There's one more tutorial, and then I'm done with tutorialing. What? Oh, bad things happen. Allow me to explain how a manager should deal with emergency situations. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, I probably did, I just don't remember. The number displayed here is the Quillif counter. It will decrease if you happen to violate the managerial guidelines shown in the Abnormalities Encyclopedia or fail to avert a Quillif meltdown in time. So now you must be wondering what happens when the Quillif counter drops to 0. No? Shall we find out? Please select the containment unit and order an agent to perform an repression. You. Oh, that's me. Or maybe it's not. Have a good sleep. Sleep well. Sleep good. Okay, well, nothing's happening. I hope you have a good sleep. What the? Standard training dummy rabbit has escaped. What are your orders? When an abnormalities Quillif counter reaches 0, they will either escape or use a special ability. Good night, slime. Good night, good night, good night. Wait. Let me do the good night song. Let me do the good night song. Good night. Good night. Get some sleep. If you don't, you will be eaten alive. So to avoid it, get to bed. Enjoy a nice sleep. And don't scare the demons. Good night. Good night. Make sure you don't wake up in time for you to die. Good night. Good night. Good Night, night, night. And then don't let those bugs eat you alive. Good night. Okay. We need to suppress order suppression. Abnormalities can inflict 4 different damage types. Red, which decreases health. No, bed bugs are real. Bed bugs are actually real. You have to get your house fumigated or get rid of the bed if you get bed bugs. I don't know if it's something that's in like the northern states or western states or like in foreign countries, but bed bugs are a real thing in the south. I mean, hey, okay, okay, this is going to sound very sus. I'm going to say a word that is very, very sus. It is very sus. Very sus. Every time I say it, I freak out a little bit on the inside. Okay? Very sus. But there is a insect in the south that lives in tall grass. There's a reason why if you ever see like southerners like go, why are you walking around without pants on? There's a reason for that. If you walk around in slightly tall grass, it doesn't even have to be super tall, it just needs to be tall-ish, and you do not have any protection on your legs, you will get a bug that will crawl onto your skin and burrow very, very slightly underneath the skin. Very slightly. And will form blisters in those spots. To combat that, there's a couple methods, but the most popular one in the South is to take nail polish or any type of nail like thing. I forget. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Most common is nail polish, but there's like, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name. What is it called? Oh my gosh. Why can I not think of it? Not the remover. There's another thing. The stuff that can make a clear coat. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling dumb. Well, you can use that. No, you can't use that. It has to be, what you pretty much do is you pretty much suffocate it. You close the hole because it has a tiny hole where it burrows into the skin. It will form a tiny hole in that spot where the blister is, and when you cover it up with the nail polish, it closes the hole and suffocates it. At least that's the old wives' tale, and that's what everyone does. Because why would you question your mama or your wife? And they are very itchy. Think poison ivy. Think poison ivy, but makes bigger bumps and are living creatures out of burrowed into your skin. Now they don't burrow very deep. They burrow very, very slightly underneath, and that's why they cause bumps. It like if you look at it, it looks like really, really bad poison ivy bumps, but like bad. Do you want to know what they're called? Well, do you want to know what they're called? These dangerous, irritating, and annoying creatures are called chiggers. CHIGGER. And they look absolutely terrifying. Yeah. Isn't that wonderful? Now you know why I was a little trepidatious on the name. Oh, trust me, they are not fun to get. They are not fun to get at all. If you do any yard work, you do not want to wear shorts unless it's like your personal yard. Like unless it's like your yard, you don't like, and you know there's probably no chiggers around. Like you don't want to like run that risk. So like that's why like hunters never wear, like, even in like areas where they're like it's their place, they never wear shorts. They always wear their pants. They're really really big thick pants that like covers their boots as well because they don't want those things getting on their legs. They are awful. They make the itchiest spots, and it's so annoying having to like cover your skin. Or I guess in my case it'd be goo. I guess in my case you could just oof them out. Is jellyfish? Don't you have to suck those? Don't you have to suck? Don't you have to like take your lips and then suck it? Isn't that how you take care of that? I always remember seeing or peeing on it, right? You pee on it and then you suck it. I'm not crazy, right? That's what you're supposed to do, right? Or is it the other way around? Oh, you just pee on them. Okay, okay. Naruhodo ne, naruhodo ne. Okie dokie. Red only decreases HP, white only decreases SP, black decreases both, and pale decreases HP, but based on a percentage. Animize said the defenses for these have a set of defenses for these damage types. Some forms of attacks may be weak, while others could be fatal. You can suppress an abnormality more effectively when your agent attack using the damage types of abnormality is weak against. I'm thinking of rockfish. I think maybe. Maybe. This abnormality deals red damage and is weak to white damage. How convenient our agents are all equipped with EGO suits which resist red and EGO weapons that deal white. One other thing, if an agent is using an EGO weapon whose grade is higher than the abnormality's risk level, they will deal more damage to the abnormality and take less damage as well. They will, in our current situation, the EGO's grade and the abnormality's risk level are the same, so this does not apply. Keth is greater than Zayn. The Man of War. Yo, that sounds radical. That sounds radical. That sounds better than Chiggers. Like, that sounds so much cooler. Okay, okay, okay. This is a dumb question. In South Africa, South America. I never want to go to South America. Not for only one reason. Like I actually would love to go to different countries in South America, but there's like I have a fear. I have one fear, and I remember reading that there is a species of fly that when they land on you, they will take their egg sacs and inject it into your body. And if you don't notice it in time, the egg sacs will grow into gigantic bulges and like rupture on your skin and form a hole wherever it ruptures, and the flies will fly out of the hole. I believe it's mosquitoes. Sorry, it's mosquitoes. It's a species of mosquito. I think it's mosquito. And it will just like I don't know if that's specifically only in the Amazon. Isn't that in South America? Whatever that forest is in South America. I swear I saw like a documentary thing about it. And like I read about it somewhere. But this was like back in 2002 or 2003 when I was like a little baby. Okay, I'm not dumb. I am smart. Near Brazil. Apologies. I apologize I apologize for that. You had to mention Brazil. I apologize. No Brazil hate. No Brazil hate is allowed here. We only have Brazil love. When the suppression UI is on display, you can take note of what EGO each agent is equipped. Order suppression. Okay. Okay, lady, it's not that big of a deal. It's just a rabbit. Look at it. It's literally a rabbit. Coming face to face with an abnormality, especially so when it is on the loose, can be quite shocking and frightening for your employees. Just like when an agent enters a containment unit, they may receive fear damage. If the risk level of the abnormality is high while the agent's level is low, it will cause a heavier strain on their mind and lower a large portion of their SP. As a pure-blooded Portuguese, I simply live with the pain of being mistaken for a Brazilian. There's only one thing that's a more struggle than living in Brazil. Being mistaken for someone from Brazil. I don't get the Brazil memes. I really don't. I don't know how it started, but it is hilarious. Like Brazil can't be that bad, right? Like as a nation, it can't be that bad, right? It's just crazy to me. Man. Okay. Yes, correct. I love how there's no sound. Bonk. Bonk. It appears that this abnormality is a bit too strong for just one agent to suppress. All this is a good time to remind you that if an agent dies, EGO they were assigned will be lost as well. And that's ordered the rest of the employees to help suppress the abnormality. Okay, oh, click on the abnormality. With secondary mouse button to immediately order. Oh. I did. That's what I'm doing. Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. I'm confused. Next, click on the add value of the secondary mouse button RB to immediately order them to what I'm doing. Or by pressing down on the space. I am so confused. Can someone help me? I don't think that was how it's supposed to do it, but okay. I don't think they were needed. Oh, he's dead. Okay, yes, I remember this. I remember this. Oh my gosh. What in the world was that? What? Yeah, I figured it out. Thank you for that. When an employee's sanity falls to 0, they will panic. A panicked employee will show different behaviors depending on their highest virtue. If you wish to learn more about this, please refer to the section Employee Panic in the Manager's menu. Please click on the currently panicking employee with the primary mouse button. Okay, age is gonna be recovered when the story completed 100. It's gonna be restored with. All I could do. Okay. Oh my gosh, she's just vibing out. I saw my dead colleagues yesterday. We had a nice dinner and coffee together. That feeling on Monday. Hey, it's almost Monday. It's almost Monday. I just like to know we are beating them up. If you ever happen to fall into a situation you would wish to redo, such as turning back time to avoid the death of an agent, you can do so by pressing escape and clicking the rewind to memory reposition button, or by clicking retry. If we go back to the most recently imprinted day, retry on the other hand will start back at the current day's deployment. Okay, I select them all and manually moving them with the secondary mouse button. However, there's an even next to the regenerator gauge. Oh, really? That recalls everyone, huh? Alright, so it's time to relax. Time to relax. This concludes our basic manager training and education. If any questions or concerns happen to cross your mind while you're on the job, you can always refer to the manual by pressing F1 or by opening it from the escape menu. Wait. ESC menu. Lastly, there will be the tooltips that appear if you mouse over the various interfaces. Wait a moment. I wish you good luck and lasting health at Lobotomy Corporation Manager. Okay, I gave myself goosebumps just now. I have to listen back to that. That was creepy. I didn't like that. Okay. Okay, I don't know about that one, but thank you. My whole 2 years of high school theater really paid off. And also the 6 plays I was in. Was it 4 or 6? I forget. I think it was 6. I've done, you know what? Thinking back, I've done actually a lot in like high school and middle school. I was in a bunch of plays. I did sports. I learned languages. I accidentally played something bad in the anime club. Okay, have you ever seen an anime that you liked a whole lot and then forgot about it? Like, forgot about, like, certain aspects of it? And then went to, like, go, hey, guys, let's watch this together, you know? Just, like, hanging out with your buddies, you know? And then you play it, and then it's, like, got something really questionable. Like, what was that one? Like, Black Bullet. Like, you go and you watch Black Bullet and you go, yeah, I like this anime. It's fun. It's, you know, it's interesting. And then you kind of forget about it, and you with your mates and you go, hey guys, let's watch something cool about this one anime. And then you start playing it, and then there's lolly murder. Wait, wasn't that Black Bullet? Wasn't Black Bullet the one when like the first or second episode they had a bunch of lollies show up and they go, lolly, so cute, and then like the next episode they just show a building with like 200 of those body bags, and they're all like child sized. That was a thing. Oh, I got 0. I got O-03-03. It feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. I don't like that. Hello, X. I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary. My role as an AI is to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace, so please have no worries in speaking with me or asking any questions. Eh. 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 Okay. What? Oh, that's awful. What, did the web novel end? Did the web novel end? Or was it just the anime? Or was it just the light novel? Because, there is currently, I'm currently reading one of the greatest stories ever written, ever to be put on paper. And they're on the last arc, on the last part, but there's like 12 books left. The author just left it on a cliffhanger and then opened a restaurant? What? Oh, that's an L. Oh, that's an L. Hey, at least my greatest novel ever put onto paper and or computer has a web novel that ended. So take the L. I also okay, since I have your attention on this, everyone go read Ascendance of a Bookworm. Don't listen to Peepa. Peepa tells lies. It is good. Read it, please. I want the author to make more money. Unironically so, I want the author to get more money. You can read it out at J Novel Club. or you can purchase a physical copy. That's one of my goals. That's one of the things I want to get is once the whole thing's out, I want to get a complete collection of every single novel, every single book. There is currently over 30 books, I believe. There's over 30 books right now, divided into 5 different parts. I think it's 30. It's like 32 or something. I think it's going to end on 50 books. I think it's going to end around 50 books. Because I think it's a little over 30, like 35 books right now. And I know it at least has 7 more, it has at least 12 more books in this right now, and it is not ended yet. So even an AI can have a nice name. Did you know that? I was born from one of the wings of the world. Oh, you do not want to pull that one. Because I will counter that and say, don't. Don't. That is actually... I tried. I didn't like it. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't like it. But you gotta understand my taste. The critically acclaimed Muso whatever, the what is it called? Musokai no something or another, the jobless reincarnator or recreator or whatever it's called. That one, the one with Rudis. Okay, my problem with it is it's poorly paced. It's very poorly paced, and it is obviously a power fantasy. But the author straight went, now I'm gonna be fair on that. The author straight up went, yeah, I'm writing a power fantasy. I want to feel big and strong. I like it. And then was asked, well, everyone who reads it is women. Only women are reading this, and like a couple men. And he was like, that's even better. Which is very, very funny to me. Because most of the people I know who like Redo of Healer are men. But apparently, like, the demographic that actually buys it the most is women. Isn't that interesting? But yeah, I have a very interesting taste. I don't like jobless recreator, reincarnator, jobless. I don't like that. I don't like the slime one. I'm the strongest slime or whatever, and now I'm gonna turn everyone into God, King, Universe, Emperor Lords by giving them names because it gives them powers from me because I'm a God Emperor of the Universe. Oh, everyone's evolved, and when they evolve, they become beautiful, beautiful people. And I have no worries until the author goes, well, we need to have a conflict, so let's bring God in, and then have God lose. I wasn't talking about a jobless being whatever, with it being power fantasy. I just don't like it. I just straight just don't like it. But the designs are top tier. That's important to note. The designs of the characters are top tier. There's no question about that. I will not argue that. Rudis looks like a champ. Brutus looks like a Giga Chad. Yeah, Redo of Healer is definitely a power fantasy. Jobless Recreator isn't, but it definitely feels convoluted in some ways and just bad. Like the writing, it just doesn't feel good. I don't know. I don't know what it was about Jobless Recreator I didn't like. It's just something I did not like. But, these are big butts. I have a big butt here. Okay? You understand that my butt is big, okay? The second season is trash in comparison. Sorry, I got very emotional. Sorry, you brought up a magical girl pain. You brought up the pain of a magical girl, okay? The second season was trash in comparison to the first one. The ending of the first season was like peak fiction, except for the one aspect that physically pains me on the inside. Now I want to go back and reread it, though. I do want to go back and reread it. Or rewatch it. Which is funny, because you couldn't watch it anywhere except for, like, this one very obscure... Like, back in the day, I should rephrase that. Back in the day, I couldn't find anywhere to watch it except for one obscure pirating website. And I mean obscure, like, hecky obscure. Like, none of, like, the mainline ones had it. I don't even think it was a pirating website, honestly. I think it was an actual, legit translation website for legit legal things. But it was so obscure. Like, I straight up had... No! It didn't have it. You, like, click on it, and you go to the page for Recreator, and it went, nope, we don't got it. You know? It was like, nope, we don't got it, sorry. And it was the same, it was like, I don't know why it was like that. The reason I can think of, the reason for that, is I'm pretty sure places like Kiss Anime don't actually use a pre-recorded thing from Japan to do their edits. What they quite literally do, at least nowadays, let me rephrase that, nowadays they take rips from Funimation, Netflix, what is that? What's that anime website called that like went cringe? Made that cringe fake magical girl anime that wasn't anime. It was like CalArts Steven Universe style garbage that was poorly paced, poorly designed, and poorly everything. What was that? What are they called? Not Kotaku. It's Crunchyroll. Yeah, that's it. Crunchyroll. They take rips from those. I remember back in the day, back in like 2005, like all these pirating websites or these off-brand websites that would have the animes, they would take the animes straight rips from like the Japanese broadcasting and then put in subtitles, like manually put in like fan subtitles and fan edits and stuff like that, because you couldn't get it any other means. Like you had to quite literally rip it from like the Japanese broadcasting of it, because they didn't do multi-broadcasting in English, and a lot of times they wouldn't actually broadcast it online like that. Like the reason why we have digital versions of stuff is because of places like Crunchyroll and Funimation where they do multicasting on an online platform, whereas in Japan it's played only on the channel. And I think nowadays they do it like a casting on websites as well. But yeah, back in the day they had to do rips. Yep. Because no one's gonna bother retranslating things. There's already an official translation. Why bother? Man, I miss the fan subgroups. I miss the fan subgroup that fan subbed the Lolly basketball anime. I forget what it's called. It was the one with all the lollies playing basketball. And there was the fan translation was fan sub was pretty good. It was pretty solid. And then one episode, I don't know if it was an April Fool's joke. I don't know if it was a gag. I don't know if they all were like actually I don't know if they were all actually African American and spoke like this, but they wrote every single character. They translated every single character's like dialogue as if they were the most like, if you thought stereotypically African American sounding individual is how they wrote it. And I mean, like, this is back in 2005, 2006. So I was watching the anime, everything was normal, everything was fine. I go to version 1, because you know how back in the day, you know, when you have these fan translation subs, they'd have like 4 different instances of it. They'd have like instance 1 that everyone uses, instance 2 is if the first one doesn't work, instance 3 and stuff. I went and I tried to use instance 1 and it didn't work, so I went to instance 2 and I started playing and it was just completely normal. And then first bit of dialogue was like, this might sound offensive, I believe it probably is, but it's the only way I can describe it. It sounded like the main character, the pink-haired girl, walked down Harlem Strip, or Harlem whatever, I don't know if it's a strip, with a hoodie and gang signs flashing all over the place. Like, I'm not even joking. It was, like, crazy. Like the N-word was dropped like 6 times. I'm not joking. And this was a fan sub from the same group. I'd like to add, it was the same group. And I'm not trying to be offensive, but this is the only way I can describe it, and it actually, like, mentally you can get it. She took a trip to the boondocks. Yes, but everyone did. Every single character in that, except for the main male character, the coach, spoke like that for that entire episode. And the worst part, it was the hot springs episode. It was the episode they went to the hot springs, I believe. It was like episode, I think, 8. I think the anime had 12 episodes of season 1. It was the first season. It was like episode 8 or something. It was during the hot springs episode, and I cannot remember the full dialogue, but one scene where she goes into, I think she goes into the hot springs and accidentally runs into the teacher, the coach, I think. And I cannot remember the full dialogue, but it went to the effect of, "Yo, my blank, you got a nice banana there, dog." And there's like smoke everywhere, and the dude is completely clothed, I'd like to add. I cannot remember if it was she went into his room, or if she went into like the hot springs and he was like in there as well. I can't remember which. It was the weirdest thing. And like they were climbing through like the air ducts, I think, and they were making like chicken wing comments every so often. There was like a chat, there was like a comment about like street basketball and like shooting up the hood. I think the term hood classic was mentioned twice. Dog was used like DOHG was used like 7 times or 8 times. I'm not joking. This was I swear, I'm not crazy. I swear this existed. And I don't know if these things still exist now, because I'm going crazy now. I'm trying to think about the whole dialogue thing, because I was like what, 13, 10, watching this going, what is going on here? Because I was confused. I was very confused, because the last episode, everyone was talking, I went like halfway into the episode thinking it was completely normal and serious, until I started to stop and think and go, wait, the N-word has been dropped like 3 times now by the tiny blonde lolly that doesn't normally speak. Did she get the pass? I'd like to know. I was like a cringe 10-year-old and I thought that was funny. I ain't gonna lie, I still think that's funny, but I'm not as cringe. And I'm just like, what is this? Is this actually the translation? I'd like to know. I never did watch that episode with its actual translation. I only watched that episode of it. And I went to the next episode and it was normal. It was completely normal. There was no weird. Everyone did not talk like stereotypical African Americans from like the hood, quote unquote, or like Boondocks or what have you. She got the gold pass. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ah, I know what you must be thinking. Your eyes show what you think. I look too human to be an AI. Am I wrong? However, there is a great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go wherever I please, like you do. Yeah, it was a trip and a half. The same thing a wacky translation also happened with A World God Only Knows, one of the greatest animes to ever exist ever. And Nejima exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. Same thing happened to those two, but the one with The World God Only Knows, it wasn't so bad. It was just like a weird translation error. But the one with Nejima, once again, it made everyone very stereotypically African American for no reason. And I'm pretty sure it was the bathhouse episode. So I do not know why, and I don't think it was the same. This is the thing. I don't think it was the same translation group. I think it was a different one who did this. So two separate translation groups had that same idea. Where I miss the days where all according to Keikaku happened. I want those days back. I want them to leave things that are difficult to explain untranslated and then have a footnote at the end of the episode that you can pause and read that tells you what all the moments were. Or like have it like on a tiny like comment on the side or at the bottom or at the top that tells you what that means. I would prefer that it happens at the end of the episode as like a footnote thing. So if you want to learn more about it, you can. But like, I don't need you to change a joke. Retranslate a joke or a comment to make it cringe and unfunny just because it is something that's difficult to translate into English. Now, in regards to my appearance, as you can see, the color of my hair is that of the morning sky after a light shower. The tone and shape of my voice is taken from the wisest person in the world. Lastly, my face is picturesque of the person who had the most beautiful smile. Ha ha, don't worry, that was a joke. There can be no such person on this earth. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of people possible in mind. If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I am working as intended. Or pointing out a reference to a super old anime in Lucky Stars. Yes. You know what else I also miss? Legitimate, completely different dubbed anime. Back in the day when the anime was dubbed so differently that it actively changed the plot of the story. I miss those days. Like with Jelly Donut, I miss that. I want those days again. Because if you really care about the actual intended thing, you're not going to want to watch a dub. You're going to want to watch an original Japanese with subtitles. Because with subtitles, you have all the room in the world to work with, mostly. For dubbing, you have to fit it within a certain time constraint, within certain syllable counts. Ah, the classics. Moving on, artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to humans in terms of multitasking. I am the best in a majority of fields. I was able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. I am certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. It's such a shame. As you say, smirking. You took a job, you know that? You took a job, you know that? You know what? Well, enough with introductions. Is there anything that you would like to know? Could you inform me about the company? Tell me about yourself. How should I describe this in layman's terms? I heard that I took an enormous amount of time and effort to create me. All kinds of new algorithms and features. It's incredible how stupid they were to create Skynet after the Terminator showed that Skynet is a terrible idea for dummies. Oh my gosh. Spanish Dragon Ball is amazing. Spanish Dragon Ball is like a whole different like beast. It's like just an absolute giga unit. So I'm assuming the Portuguese is in a similar station. Dumb question. How different is Brazilian Portuguese to the real and actual legit Portuguese? Cause it's like, I don't understand how it's really funny cause like, it's like Russian and Ukrainian. It's like the Russian language and the Ukrainian language. They share an almost identical and everything except the Ukrainian alphabet has I think 2 additional letters and certain words are spoken differently. But if you know Russian, you can usually understand most of what a Ukrainian says. If you know Ukrainian, you know what majority of what a Russian person says. The accent is night and day, and the grammar is also different. Okay, so nothing like Russian Ukrainian, where the only difference is like a couple letters differences. It's like it's really funny. There's like words in Ukrainian that spelled identical to its Russian counterpart, but they add the additional letter that they created to it that does nothing to the pronunciation thereof. It just adds an additional letter to it. It's really funny. It's like the hard sign. Really funny. Okay, I getcha. So think of it like, cringe French and cringe French, but with baguettes. So think of it like cringe and cringe, but with baguettes. In search of a solution, we happened to stumble upon mysteries beings whom we dubbed abnormalities. Then we figured out that energy could be harvested from these abnormalities via a special method. While AIs as a concept have become so commonplace that they are seen and used everywhere in this day and age, I am quite different from the rest of them. I am an actual unit. I am absolute. I am Giga Chad. I am... What's that meme? Hey Necro. Hello. Welcome to my lobotomy simulator, where I am now on day 1 and I've been streaming for an hour and a half. I've talked about a bunch of stuff I don't remember. There's a VOD. There's a VOD. I'll be able to remember it sooner or later. And also, I have been talking like this. She's built different. Yes. I am quite different. You could say built different. It's not called lobotomy simulator. I kept doing that yesterday and like the day before. I kept calling it lobotomy simulator. And it kept like I kept like stopping before I finished simulator. I was like, wait, no, it's not called that. It's called corporation. You reminded me of me being a dummy. You get lobotomied every day. You went smooth. Hey, you get to go smooth brain every day. Think of it as an absolute win. Think of it as an absolute win. Your brain will always be so smooth. Everyone's comments will always just smooth around it. Someone tries to shoot you in the head, the bullet will hit the brain and then just slide off of it. Because it's so smooth. It's so silky smooth. To give you an example, during the Namek saga, Portuguese Frieza says, if you kids are done with your homework, you can keep watching. That's funny. That sounds like something the Chinese dub would do. Unironically, that sounds like something the Chinese dub would do. Where they don't want kids to stay up so late watching like anime or playing video games. So that'd be like a funny little thing being like, hey kids, don't be watching this anime so late. Make sure you do your homework and stuff like that. I miss the days of the United States national anthem being sung by the 4Kids dub team of like Luffy, the guy with the big nose, Sonic and Knuckles, the Winx Club, a couple other people. I am built different. That is, I can closely. Yeah, no, I saw that live. It's something else, man. It's something else. 4Kids TV, I wish it was still around. I miss Winx Club. I want Winx Club back. I want the original. I want to watch the original Winx Club. I don't want to watch the janky remake of it. They actually did remake it. They remade it and made all the episodes shorter and lamer. They like shortened some of the arcs and changed some episodes around. It was really dumb. Old cartoons I watched all the time growing up. Like as a kid, like as a little Bobby kid, there was a couple anime I watched on. You got it, Rui. I don't like the newer version. That's my problem. I don't like the newer one because they remade it like from scratch. Like they did all new voice work, they did all new animation for it. He sold everything new. But what they did was they shortened all the arcs, changed some of the character motivations, and added. I think it was the African American Winx member. They added her in way sooner. Like she didn't show up in the original Winx Club till like season 3, I think. Like episode 30 something or 40 something. She didn't show up. She didn't show up until like the end of the second arc. As like a villain, if I remember right. Like as like an antagonist, not necessarily a villain. And then she joined the Winx Club after that. Yeah, like this is gonna show my age super bad. The shows I watched as a kid was all the magical girl animes. Yeah, they ruined the pacing is my issue. They ruined the pacing. And like it looks a little different. It looks off. Like you can it looks like the original, but it looks different and weird. Like it's not correct. It's like the same style, but like done by someone else who tried to mimic the style and got it mostly right, but like it just looks wrong. Like it's not supposed to look like that. Uncanny Valley. That is the second time the Uncanny Valley has been mentioned today. That is the second time the Uncanny Valley has happened. Mermaid Melody? I would have to see what it looks like. I'd have to see what it looks like. Mermaid Melody. Is it Mermaid Melody Peachy Peachy Pitch? Is it Mermaid Melody Pitchy Pitchy Pitch? Because if the answer you're looking for is yes, the answer is yes, but I don't remember anything about it. Oh yeah, I did watch this. I 100% did watch this. I never finished it though. I watched most of it though. I think I watched like 30 of the episodes. My problem with Code Lyoko was that if you go back and try to watch Code Lyoko, you'll be very confused by... Okay, you'll be very confused because you'll go to the first episode and it will act as if it's like the 7th episode or the 8th episode. It's the weirdest feeling ever because I went back to go and rewatch Code Lyoko because Code Lyoko is one of the best shows I've ever watched ever. And I went and watched the first episode and I stopped and watching it and I stopped mid-episode and went, isn't this like episode 7 or 8? Isn't this like the 9th episode of like the 20 episode season? The forehead scares me. But forehead's cute though. But I understand not liking forehead showing. I'm not a fan of my forehead because I feel like my forehead's too big. A lot of the times, whenever I form my forehead, I just feel like I make it too big. Yeah, that was the issue. When it was first aired, it made sense, but when you go back to try and rewatch it, it doesn't. Of the Code Lyoko versions, where they're like the 3D, yeah, they're weird. It's 6 head. It's not even 6 head. It's gone all the way to 12 head. You've got 3 foreheads smashed all together. That's what you got. But yeah, like, okay, this is gonna show my age. The shows I remember growing up as a kid that I absolutely adored and would watch every single day, even the like reruns. Like I'd watch the same exact episodes 7 or 8 times, like when they're just reruns. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends on Cartoon Network. Wizards of Waverly Place on Disney Channel. Magical Do-Re-Mi and Winx Club, which I think were both on 4Kids. I'm pretty sure. Magical Do-Re-Mi and Winx Club. Cardcaptor Sakura, which I think was on 4Kids too. Yes, but the thing is, I watched the 4Kids dub. I went back and I actually rewatched the English sub, and it was so different. It was so different. I loved it still. But yeah. You know what's actually really funny? Oh yeah, also like Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon and Power Rangers. Specifically, this is the important part. Specifically, Power Rangers Dino Force. Specifically. Yeah. What else was there? I watched on what was a couple other shows? Inuyasha on the night show, because when I woke up in the morning, it'd be like when I woke up in the morning, the last 2 like 2 or 3 slots for Konami, no, Kojima, whatever, like the anime nightly thing that happened after Adult Swim. It went Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, and then their anime bracket that happens at the end. Toonami, yeah, Toonami. at the end of Toonami, like on the last 2 blocks, was Inuyasha and another anime I don't remember. I think it was Yu Yu Hakusho. I think it went 1 episode of Yu Yu Hakusho, 1 episode of Inuyasha. And when I woke up in the morning to go to school, I would wake up 2 or 3 hours early so I could watch both of those. Like, they'd play at like 4 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock in the morning. And I needed to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go to school. Oh, you're gonna, yes. Sonic. Oh yeah, I also watched Sonic and Kirby Right Back at Ya. I watched a lot as a kid. What else was there? A couple like weird Cartoon Network shows like Camp Lazlo. I watched that as a kid. And then another show that I am going to say the letters initials of the show and see if anyone can remember them. Okay, this show, if anyone can remember this, I'll be very impressed. But this show, when I was in kindergarten, I played with 2 of my best friends, and we would be 2 of the all 3 of us would be a different character from it, and we'd run around the playground and play as these characters. It was like such a great memory. And the fact that all 3 of us grew up to be completely different types of people is also hilarious. And also very depressing, because one became a bully that like enjoyed bullying people. The other one became super depressed and like suicidal and like moved schools and then like ran away. And then there's me. It was really, really, like, that's kind of sad, but I just think that's kind of interesting that we all kind of like went our separate ways like really hard. I just remembered that thinking about it. But okay. No sad, only happy. Okay. So the initials for it are S, R, M, T, H, T, G. Wait, I messed that up. Okay, sorry, let me start again. S, R, M, T, H, F, G. And those are the initials for its name. Yeah! Super Robot Monkey Team, Hyperforce, go! Fighting evildoers wherever they go. Super Robot Monkey Team, Hyperforce, go! Come on with us, let's go! I loved that show so much as a kid. I watched every single episode. I bought all the toys. I watched all the little specials. I watched every single episode like 12 times. It was that and what is that? It wasn't like an anime. It was like a cartoon type of anime thing. But it was like the one with the ninja that's running away from the girl that loves him, but no matter what he did, she'd always catch up to him and kiss him. I forget what that one was called. Like Popo or Poo Poo or Poco, Pokey Pokey, Puka Puka. Yeah, Puka Puka. Yeah, Puka Puka. Yeah, that one. Ah. Okay. That is I can closely imitate human emotions. Mickey as a kid? Oh. You know what's really funny? No, I didn't. Out of all the Disney like Mickey Mouse stuff, the ones I watched was Mickey's House of Mouse or Disney's House of Mouse, and the Goof Troop show. I forget what it's called. A goofy show. A very goofy show, I think it was called. It was the Disney TV show that they made from. Oh yeah, and all those Disney Channel movies turned TV shows I watched, like the Tarzan TV show, the Emperor's New School. I watched a bunch. Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch, the animated television show, is a classic. Is a bop. Is the best. Goof Troop, yeah, that was called. Yeah. Nightwing Duck. I watched a bunch of Nightwing Duck. The DuckTales. Marvin the Martian. Not Marvin the Martian. It was the one with Daffy Duck is the Savior of Space. Recess. Oh my gosh, I remember watching the movie Recess. That was such a great movie. For some reason at the end of the school year in intermediate and middle school, they'd always during the little party thing, they'd always have it on like that movie being played. Recess, the movie being played on a TV screen for some reason, and I did not know why. There's always that movie. Played like 7 times. I saw it like 5 or 6 times every single year. It was so stupid. Okay, let's continue back. This is not a simple task, as emotion is a highly sophisticated, originally biological system that is substantially more unpredictable and complex than any other. Along with other functions at my disposal, I will be your perfect partner. Oh my god, she sits in a chair. Lobotomy Corporation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting process. I need to turn on my fan. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Perfect partner in crime? No, perfect partner in chair. Can't you see? She's sitting in a chair. Speaking of which, there was a new update to the system right before you arrived. That means the working conditions have been improved upon compared to those of your predecessors. That is a small welcoming gift. Best of luck to us. I was just about to mention you. You don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Oh, pardon my manners, manager. I was talking to one of the other AIs that work here. I should introduce her to you. Our facility is a large one, and even I would have trouble managing it on my own. So someone determined that there should be an AI to assume head control of each department. If I were to be considered the cerebrum, they would be the cerebellum. Naturally, of course, I should be your most trustworthy and capable companion among all the AIs. Well then, shall we greet her now? The memories of the Seraphet are synchronized. The control team. I see ya. Cutie, cutie, cutie. Malkuth. Howdy, manager. Each day you will need to expend one department. Are you ready to open up the control department and begin managing abnormalities? ago. I'm trying to do like a much higher pitch, like energetic. Oh boy. I don't know what you are. I don't know what you are. A silent abnormality that understands the conflict between good and evil. In its empty eye sockets stare at all those who encounter it. A giant skull that is attached to a cross. It wears a crown of thorns. It floats about 2 meters above the ground. Oh, it's Jesus! Hi, Jesus. Wait, I can? Wait, can you? Let's see here. What's the EGO list? Zane, Zayn, Teth, He, Wav, and Aleph. Huh. Huh. Maybe it's only when we hire. Or maybe you can't. Oh, customize lob appearance. Oh, wait, what? Wait. To customize the appearance, it costs an additional lob? And that's how you change its name? Bro. Bro, are you really serious? Are you for real? You have to spend an additional point just to do that. I'm not doing that. I apologize, but I am not doing that. But I am gonna get this one. Look at him. I'm going to give you an additional... oh, well... Wowee, wait, what? Why does that cost so much? Let's give you temperance. YOLO. I'm gonna give you black. Wait, do I wanna do... No. I probably, since it's so early, I don't wanna do that. I wanna do hire 2 employees. No. 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 Yes! So I've got Olga, Eugene, and Gustafasen. I've got Gustafasen, Eugene, and who's a what's it? Complete 3 work processes with the abnormalities. Alright, I guess I'll begin today. Oh, yep, that's a creepy looking skull. Was Yum Yum? What, Gustafasen? Well then, Gustafasen. We are going to do this one. I want you to arrival very slow. Well, only one way to find out if this works. Whoops. Gustafasen, go. Only one way to find out if this works. So I remember the skull. I remember the skull. Gustavus is understandably terrified of entering the containment unit. Awaits humanity's sin. Although has no eyes, it recognizes the presence of Gustafasen in the room. Oh, it's kind of middling. Lame. Lame. How do you know how much life you have? How do I know how much life? Gustafasen, you're going back in. Gustafasen, going back in. Well, first, I don't have enough? Really? Huh. Alright, going back in. You're going to repression. Go. How do I know how much max HP you have? Calm down so we... Oh, oh. 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 You cannot sell for merely half the energy. Your duty must be done. You good, buddy? That's his max. How do I know how much you currently have? No, really, how do I know how much you currently have? No, I'm confused. How do I know how much you... How do I know... Wait, I'm so confused. Because that says max HP. Ah, whatever. Well, that didn't work. But I have enough to do this. Oh, good lord. While its appearance is bizarre, it is rare to record an incident of violence against employees involving this abnormality. Okay. Well, I know that one's no good. There. So... I guess... Go you? One sin and hundreds of good deeds. That's its name. Zayn. Penitent hat. Work success rate plus 10% with the corresponding abnormality. As Gustavson's work proceeded, one sin and hundreds of good deeds did not respond at all. So the lower the rank, the better the results. No, I'm not gonna stop. Why would I stop? I'm so confused by this. Why is it? I don't understand how I can know your stuff. Okay, you. How's your insight? High. Yeah, I know that much. I know that much. Okay, Oh, okay. Work success rate. Okay. I understand now. Yada horone. High means it has a high chance of being successful. Ah, now hold on it. Oh gosh. Be happy. Be happy. Please be happy. Skull with a cross through its head. Bad. Decontaminating floor. See, that's a good skull with a thingy on its head. Good skull with thingy on its head. Oh. Oh, so it likes being poked. So the first one I chose was the best one. One sin and hundreds of good deeds will restore the employee's mental state when the work result is good. Ordeli, who received this benediction, commented that it felt refreshing. After the maximum number of PE boxes was produced within one sin and hundreds of good deeds, it restored the mental health of every employee in the department. Oh gosh. Wait, I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. I thought the thingy should have ended there. Quill-up counter, but there is no quill-up counter. Yeah, why would I stop? Why would I ever stop? Okay, unironically, these things can be very broken, where I can just sit here and do this for like hours on end and then perfectly beat it. Oh wait, what do you have to say? Oh gosh. Attachment. Go, attachment. Alright. Alrighty. Let's see here. Start from the top. It feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. The assigned employee must kneel before it, standing appears to be acceptable, and present their evil by confessing their sins to it. The way it feeds is unknown. Excerpt from experiment records. We have cataloged the sins a person can commit into 3 layers: a small lie or action that either goes unnoticed or can be shared in jest. Sins that are more serious and only shared with the closest of friends. Sins so profound that they cannot be shared with anyone. These will be taken to the grave. Employee redacted has been assigned to confess a level 1 sin. Energy protection via the abnormalities increased by 12%. Employee redacted was assigned to confess a level 2 sin. Energy production via the abnormality increased by 15. We assign employee redacted to confess a level 3 sin. 1 minute and 48 seconds. 1 minute and 48 seconds after the employee was sent in, a bright flash of light was seen. The light was so bright that it could be seen outside the containment unit. Immediately following the light, there was a facility-wide power outage. The phenomena lasted for 2 hours. Employee redacted lost 6 years of their memory. Further experiments were cancelled. Scientific ethics decree that all footage of those who participated in the experiments to be kept sealed. However, the incident left us no choice but to review the footage of the containment unit. Employee redacted. This happens during redacted at around 4 p.m. Anyways, there was a railway about 20 minutes from my house, so my good friends and I decided to dress as forest animals. One of us chose to go as a deer. It was a crude costume. It could hardly be called one, to be honest. Just a pair of clumsy made antlers and a dark outfit with some deer-like spots on it. Omitted. I don't know how our deer friend wandered into the woods. We didn't even notice he was missing for maybe an hour. We searched for him and finally found him in some bushes. We called out his name, and I'm not sure if it was from relief of finally finding us or what, but he started sprinting towards us. And that's when we heard it. The gunshots. Bang! 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 When I came to my senses, I saw his blood splattered all the way to my feet. After that, not one of us dressed up as an animal ever again. That's all. By the way, is this really supposed to work? Its eye sockets are empty. It is a skull after all, but I doubt it's blind. It certainly has its gaze fixed on me, and I can somehow feel that it's listening to me. Confessing to it does lighten my heart, admittedly. Aww. Give me axe. Penitence. Attachment. Hi. Move into here. Alright, depending on the situation. At times, one in a hundreds of good deeds will menacingly click its teeth, but it's nothing. You know, I just remembered why it took me forever to actually beat this thing. Or even not even be able to get anywhere in it. Because I'm doing this. I should end the day, but why would I do that? Ending the day wouldn't be fun. Ending the day would be lame. Wait. Sin? Give me sin. Non-escaping entity. Oh, it won't do anything at all ever. Wait, really? Does it say anything else? Oh, yes it does. Alrighty. Afterwards, we investigated the incident in the employee's hometown to get a better picture. We learned that a boy named Justin was shot and killed in a deer costume by hunters during hunting season. Unlike the employee's confession, Justin was repeatedly bullied by other kids. Witnesses said they heard the kids shout, "Run, Justin, run!" right before the gunshots. After the incident, the kids at the scene moved out of town and deer hunting was banned in the area. Except from an abnormality research log X392. Honestly, can't expect all of our employees to give honest confessions to that skull. Around every 1 in 10 employees will tend to say something that's not completely true. It's a bit different from a lie. You can say that it's a subconscious excuse they make. They distort perspectives to justify their actions, even though they are aware that they should be telling the truth. Once it happens, the confession is no longer truly a confession. Yes, I'm talking about you trying to justify your tardiness for being 5 minutes late. 5 minutes late. Unacceptable. Acquisition possibility 5%. Well, you know what that means? You need to make that a 0%. So now I sit here and do this for like 7 hours. What? What? Oh. So what should I have for supper? Because we don't have a functioning kitchen, so I can't really make anything. But I also don't want to order anything because then I'd have to open the door and it would wake everyone up because it's 12 o'clock at night right now. Or 11, I guess. Do 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 do. Do I have microwave? Yes, but do I have microwavable food? No. That's part of my problem. I would use the microwave. It may be best to send an honest employee to tend to one. The sins of Gustafsson shall reach one sin and hundreds of good deeds soon. Because like right now, the things I can make would be like noodles. Like spaghetti. Rice. Bagged rice. On the oven. Because we have a functioning oven. I just can't clean the dishes afterwards. I have to go to a sink to clean them. Yeah, I was thinking I was just gonna do that. My brother hates me when I get noodles because the amount of cheese I put on my noodles is so excessive that it physically burns his nostrils. Apparently. Oh hey, I got it. Hey, you got it. Why is it not letting me click her anymore? I do the same thing with like a lot of stuff. Like I put so much cheese on it. He just goes, ugh. Select work. Insight. Let's do insight with like you. One sin in hundreds of good deeds has no eyes. It recognizes the presence of Olga in the room. What? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I apologize, but what? I apologize, but what? That's, okay. Interesting. But why? Why would you voluntarily put yourself in that type? Why? Oh, here's a question. Does this get replaced? If, like, I was to put them in another chamber with another reward, and they get that reward. Like Mayo? Well, I liked Mayo as a child, but I don't like, I like Mayo just as much as the next person does. You know, I would eat nothing but mayo and bread for like 5 years straight, 6 years straight. But I wouldn't put it on noodles. Yawn, 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 yawn. So like, how does it taste? Do you like put so much mayo on it that you can't really taste the, Oh, good lord, I despise ketchup. I was at, a piggy place. I forget what it's called, but it's this pig restaurant. It's like it's like Hot Pigs or something. It's like a pink pig store. Pink pig restaurant. Like a pink pig restaurant. And we went in as a family. I believe it was after being locked inside of a safe. It was like I was sorry that we put you inside of a safe. Here's, some food. Please be happy. Okie dokie. And I went in and I am not the first person to ever say that. I just don't like ketchup. I don't like sauces. I don't like sauces in general. I think I don't like sauces in general for a lot of reasons. The biggest reason being that my brothers forced me to try and eat ketchup when I really didn't want to, and I just hated it. Is it not possible to just once forgive an act of evil as long as the intention was noble? Ah, but as they say, all good roads are paved. What is it? All roads are paved with good intentions. But yeah, after being locked inside of a safe, they were like, well, give you food. So take this food. But then they wanted to force me to. The worst part about it is like they didn't want trying to bully me. They would just wanted to, you know, let me try. Like told me like you need to try ketchup. You need to try ketchup. And then I threw up. I did the meme of I threw up. One more. I gotta keep doing this until I get all 3 of them with the crown. Stay calm, relax, it's fine. I apologize if this is a little boring since I'm just doing this grindy thing right here for a minute. Or 3. Or 20. I need this. I need it though. Okie dokie. Yeah, like, you know what? I really should try mayo again. I haven't had mayo in maybe 15 years. I have not actively eaten mayo in that long. I used to get on like chicken sandwiches and stuff, but now I don't. Yeah, but like you do like get bonus points for like using the people on the certain tasks, and it can boost the stuff. Plus, it's also nice being able to get maxed out. I forget, what is this for? That number. I'm gonna have to end stream in like 45-ish minutes. I am too sleepy. Alrighty. Day 1 work is complete. Yeah, see? Food is increased to 2. Temper increased to 2. Max HP increased. Max SP increased. Work success. Work speed. Attack speed. And movement speed. See to the next day. Yes. Somewhere in the distance you can hear seagulls. She was so talkative before, yet in the end loneliness was the only listener. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairies' care. Do we go with fairies? We go with fairies. YOLO. Face the fear. Build the future. That is the motto of our founder, the one whom we refer to as A. Tell me, if you had to choose, what part of the motto do you prefer? Face the fear. We are the first humans of this world to discover abnormalities. Of course, the exclusion of myself, as I do not exactly belong to humanity. Yes, because you're an abnormality too, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the computer she runs on is an abnormality. How should I put it? We are pioneering an entirely new world in a brand new field of study. The discoveries we have made thus far are merely the tip of the iceberg. Abnormalities have been among us since the beginning. However, we have only just found their essence, their strange nature. We confronted them for the first time, and we faced fear itself. They were fundamentally an incarnation of fear. There was a bit of confusion last time, wasn't there? Usually I am in charge of the security of your office. However, it seems that I failed to pay close enough attention to the Sephiroth meeting room. I heard that a control team employee has resigned from the corporation. Good job. You do know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? I'll take that as a no. I do sometimes miscalculate what information I should deliver to you and what I shouldn't. Some aspects of our company that I consider natural and obvious may come as quite a shock to you. We have a variety of roles here. It's like a well-structured play. Every actor has a role, and they must be faithful to their part without error, synergizing with each other. Now imagine that one of the actors decides to leave the stage because they didn't like their role. The actor should have played their predetermined part of the predetermined timing before making their exit stage left. But to leave the stage without fulfilling their part means that the life of the role and its actor are finished. That is what we mean when we say someone resigns. Great job, manager! You did exactly what I asked of you. I knew you could do it. You'll never guess how much I rooted for you back there. As for me, the day went all right. We covered a joint emergency protocol drill for my team. Not a single dropout or injury. Everyone did a good job. Not to say that it was perfect though. By the way, manager, have you seen something creepier than the abnormalities? Those entities that wander the facility, unable to be contained. And sometimes they manifest themselves in the corridors. The drills do it no good when you encounter them, since we don't have enough data on them, so we always have to stay alert. No matter how meticulous our plan is, we can't control the unknown. Sometimes, when I encounter them, I get a strange feeling. It's not like fear or anything. Some other sensation. Strange, isn't it? I feel nauseous, like something within me is palpitating out of control, and it feels like I'm no longer myself. How could I describe it? Like something wiggling inside me, little by little. Your job isn't just to keep the abnormalities in control. You need to make sure that they... Oh, I didn't read that. Alrighty, control team. Good day, manager. Would you like to expand the department? Yes, I do. Alright, let's see here. Okay, TT2 protocol. Joint command. Assembly summons. Oh man, I love her. Malkith. Also, aren't their names based on demons? All the control team needs? No, they're based on angels. That's what they are. Their names are based on angels. I'm pretty sure. They're all based on angels. It's either angels or demons. I forget which. It's one of the two. Oh. I choose one? You can accelerate the flow of time during management up to 2 times by using the TT2 acceleration protocol. Joint command permits you to give cross-divisional work orders between departments. Beepers will be provided to the agents so that they can be notified to return to their home. Yeah, it's one of those two. Game speed. Yeah, let's go with game speed. Actually, order agents to work in other departments. That one seems useful too, but let's go with game speed. Boop. Alrighty. So I have one more empty slot. Higher. No. Higher. No. Higher. No. Higher. Higher. Wait. Fortitude. Higher. And then you. Strengthen. Prudence going up might be useful. Now let's go with temperance. There we go. How do I get to here we go. EGO list. Boom. 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 Now, it's probably best to keep 2 of them with the normal thingy. Okay, oh, okay. I getcha. Now, what is this thing? Well, there's only one to find out. Before work processes with a good result. What the heck are you? What the hecky are you? Well, only one way to find out. You. Oh, yeah. It's a fairy, but it's a fat one. Most of the employees do not know the true meaning of the fairy's care. Oh, wow. Doing pretty alright. Wow. That's easy. Oh, wait, I can speed up. Boop. Oh, gosh, I went so fast. Zoom. Those are some questionable fairies. Wing beat. Hand 2. Success rate +2 work speed. The abnormality is similar to a fairy having 2 pairs of wings and a small body. They act as a cluster, use a language we cannot understand to communicate with each other. They follow a few employees around when they enter the containment unit, using their special abilities to help heal injuries. Oh. Nice, I got another nice one. Wow, that's useful. You. And then, you. Go. Zoom. Alright, boom. We have enough energy? Well, yeah, but I'm not about to go and do it. Fairy Festival is what you're called. Okay. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, well, look at that. Well, there we go. Easy peasy. That mission cleared. Well then, let's do that. And... let's do that. Okay, boop. I don't like that. Cease and desist immediately. Okay. The mythology nerds telling me nothing good comes when you put fairies and attachment in the same sentence. Hey, you want to be attached to cute fairy, don't you? Don't you want to be with a cute fairy for forever and ever? It's cute and it's a fairy. Why would you ever say no? What, would you rather go into the chamber with the skull and cross bones? It's a skull and crossbones! Literally. Unironically, yes. I mean, it is literally a skull and a cross. Yes, actually. This guy gives healing. This guy gives sanity up. This guy gives healing up. So I send him in and he heals him. Apparently. And feed me? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can cook one up. I don't know why you'd want to cook one up, but I think you could. Probably cook one up. Oh wow, I'm already super duper high. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop. There we go. When the work results was normal or good, small fairies appeared around the employee. The small fairies will heal the employee's HP over a limited time. If the employee under the fairy's care is assigned to a different containment unit, they will immediately die and be consumed by the fairies. What? Wait, what? They're yanderes? They're yanderes? They're yanderes? How long is the period of time for that? Okay, so they disappear once you re-enter the main building. Okay, that's good to know. That's what I need to know, is that they disappear when you re-enter the main building. I wonder what it says. They just look so weird, man. They look so weird and janky. Most of the employees do not know the true meaning of the fairy's care. Okie dokie. Beam, 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 beam. Fairies are known to be very jealous. They are yanderes, that's what it is. This is a yandere. And I want this yandere to give me his go-go juice. Stop being jealous and just give me your go-go juice. Oh, it's a hat that I have unlocked with you. You. Go back. So you have that for 2 more days. Huh. I understand. I think I do. Because it gives you a hat. I want the hat. Give me a hat. Give me hat. Give me gloves. I wonder if it... Okay, unironically, I wonder if fairies are poisonous. Like, if you tried to eat one, would it, like, poison you? Oh, well, they're both tripping balls. Don't do that. Don't trip balls together. That's illegal. Okay, I am almost to the point where I'm about to fall asleep. I will need to end stream soon. And by end stream soon, I mean end it as soon as possible. I mean, I cannot believe I have not gotten the go-go juice thingy yet. Okay, nothing crazy is happening yet. That's important. I don't need to worry about crazy yet. That's for the next night, I believe. I mean, yeah, but I mean, look at it. He needs something, man. Ba ba bee boo ba baby. Oh, okay. Oh man, I am like completely out of it right now. Eh. Once I get this, I'm done. Let's go to the abnormalities research. Oh gosh. The fairies protect our employees. If you often act out of the goodness of your heart and are a lover of nature, then the fairies will gladly take care of you. Everything will be peaceful while you're under the fairies' care. You can also enjoy the envious glances you'll get from other employees. Now it's important, but... What if the fairies don't approach you? Then you should reflect on your life. When Emil and I took shifts entering the fairies' containment unit, the fairies did not hesitate to approach me. Only me. Never towards Emil. Y'all know Emil and how he is. Well, Why, just yesterday he refused to share his snack with me. He was acting high and mighty. It is a sacred act to be protected by fairies in any world. However, do not enter their containment unit just to have a bit of fun. If you've read a few books on them, you'll know that fairies dislike those who take advantage of their kindness. It's just a fat bug. Just a fat bug. How dare you be a fat bug? The correspondence document is only accessible by employees level 4 and higher. When Walter, who was under the care of the fairies, died in a room of another, abnormalities became his stomach. Oh wait. When Walter was under the care of fairies died in the room of another abnormality, we noticed some abnormalities. His stomach and face were ripped off, and his eyeballs and organs were damaged as if they were eaten by something. Moreover, the containment unit where Walter was in, I just saw a video of that. What was the game? Yeah. Okay, I'm out of it. I am actually out of it. I'm gonna have to end here in like 5 seconds. In our world, there are a few outcomes. The fairies are perfectly kind. Having fairies that live in a forest visit you just because they like you, or that you've done something more. If you tried only the boo. The fairies are no more than carnivorous monsters, and their procreation is their method to obtain meat fresh. So I guess the measure is my own. The fairies are no more than carnivorous monsters, and however, the employees were greatly satisfied with the fairies' care, and we have now saw a drastic decrease in Okay. Are you done? Fairy Festival? Are you done being dumb? Okay, good. Do it one more time. YOLO. Alrighty. There we go. Wait, what happened? I lost track of what I was doing, and then that happened. I ain't gonna lie, I lost track of what was happening and just phased out of existence. So I have no idea what's happening. That's the thing about being tired, you just phase out. Yeah, I'm like physically melting. Sooner or later I'll get these. Okay, I need to stop phasing out. I'm just... Oh, whoopsies. Oh wait, that doesn't matter. Did you give me your thingy yet? No, you did not. Give me the thingy, you stupid head. I wonder if this will increase your fortitude. I hope it does. Alright. End of the workday. There we go. Temperance and fortitude. Oh, fortitude was increased by 3 levels. Same with thingy. Hey, I'll take the boost to HP. Alrighty. Okay. Day 3. What do we got? However, the curse continues, eternally never broken. She was so talkative before, Yanni, and loneliness was the only listener. Which one do you think I should go with? 1, 2, or 3? I'm going to pick this one, and then I'm going to bed. Life is only granted those who hold no fear of death. She was so talkative before, yet in the end, loneliness was the only listener. However, the curse continues eternally, never broken. 2? Gotcha. Always pick the middle. Wait. Turn the main menu. Does that leave me on... What does this do? Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't realize that's what would happen. Oh well. Okay. I'm probably gonna redo that day privately. Well, that's good to know. Wait, that's actually good to know though. That's very good to know. You know? I'm gonna redo it privately and then do that day and then pick the second option no matter what it is and then go from there. But thank you for showing up. Let's turn this on. Yep. Yep. Now I know that. Now I know that. Man, I wanted to stay up an extra hour or two. But that ain't happening. Let me phrase that. I wanted to stream for an extra hour or two. I wanted to stay up. I wanted to stream an hour later, but stay up, and then stream an extra hour than I normally would. But this is about my normal hours anyway. This is about my normal 18 views, and the numbers kept jumping everywhere. Gosh, I'm this is such a nice feeling. Hi, thank you for showing up. I'm gonna go get food. I'm gonna go eat. It's 12 o'clock. It's midnight, and I'm gonna go cook. Things could not go any better. Alrighty. Good night. Clacky clacky. What is wrong with you? Why are you up at 5 a.m.? It's 5 a.m. Don't you leave yet. I know you're still there. Don't you leave yet. Don't you leave yet. I know it's lagging. Don't you? No, no. I'm waiting for the message. I'm still waiting. I'm holding. I'm holding. You're not. I'm not going anywhere until you tell me why you're up at 5 a.m. You goober. Nah. 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 Come on. Tell the class why you're up at 5 a.m. Tell the class. Darn it, you escaped. Oh well. Good night. For realsies this time. Good night.